To start the color wheel, you're going to need the three primary colors of yellow, blue, and red. Next, you're going to paint the primary colors in the outer triangles. Notice that the primary colors are the larger triangles. Make sure that you rinse your brush and dry it before you switch colors. You don't want to water the paints down. You want to keep the paints opaque. Also, be mindful of your craftsmanship. You want to try and keep the paint as neat as possible in the spaces. Once you're done with the primary colors, you're going to mix the secondary colors. Again, cleaning your paintbrush in between each of your colors. When you're mixing those secondary colors, you always start with the lighter color first and add small amounts of the other color until you get your desired shade. So if you're mixing orange, you're going to start with yellow first and then add small amounts of red to get the desired orange. When you're going to mix purple, you're going to start with the lighter blue and mix small amounts of the red into the blue until you get it to the purple shade you want. Finally, when you're mixing your green, you of course will start with yellow and add a small amount of blue until you get it to the green that you would like. Once you're done with your secondary colors, it's time to mix your tertiary colors. To mix your yellow-orange, you're going to start with yellow because it's the lighter color and add a very small amount of red to create a yellow-orange color. Then to make your red-orange, start with orange because it is the lighter color and add a small amount of red until you get it to the red-orange. You're going to do the same to create all of your tertiary colors. The main thing is making sure that those tertiaries look like they're in between the primary and the secondary. The next step is to mix your shades. A shade is when you are darkening the color by adding a small amount of black. So start with your primary colors. Here I'm starting with red and I'm adding a very small amount of black. It's important to keep it looking like red. Otherwise, the black will completely take over and the color will look muddy. When you're painting the yellow shade, it's really important to use just the smallest amount of black so that your yellow still looks like yellow and not like a muddy yellow color. Notice that you can also use your lid as a mixing palette when you run out of room on your palette. Once you're done with all of your shades, you're going to go ahead and start making your tints. A tint is when you're adding white to the color to make the color lighter. So start with your primary colors, add white, and color the inside of all of the triangles using a tint. You will have to remix your tertiary colors to add white. Do not add white to the shaded color. That'll turn gray. It's important to start with the pure tertiary and then add white to lighten it. The last step of the color wheel is to create a black and white value scale. You want to start with white at the bottom and then slowly add small amounts of black to get the value scale. As you can see on the color wheel, there is a key where you need to do some labeling before you're finished. You're going to label the analogous colors with an arc, the primary colors with a diamond. You'll label the secondary colors with a square. And finally, you'll choose a set of complementary colors and label that with a smiley face.